Want to know what a real man would tell their lady about love and life? You're in the right place. This is Hello Ladies with Rom Wills. Rom Wills is an author, speaker, and proud father. Grab some wine, sit back, and enjoy.
Hello, ladies. Welcome to my spot. Bring him peace. Bring him peace. Ladies, you know something? People know me for talking to the men and everything and giving them the quote unquote game and all of that. But I learned a lot just being around a lot of women. First of all, coming up, it was mostly women in my family, my immediate family and extended family. It was a lion's pride. That's why a lot of stuff that women do don't bother me. I said, shoot, you ain't grow up with the women I grew up with. Shit. Cousins, elders, everything. And please, that's why, I'll be real with you. That's why it's extremely difficult for a woman to play me and stuff. If a woman played me, I'd probably, I'd probably give her a few $1,000s. And she don't even have to ask for it because I'm like, you know what, you showed me something new. I'm serious. I respect that. You showed me something new. Seriously. And stuff, right? But my point is, I've been around not just them, but just women in general. And one of the things I paid attention to is the type of women that get the most men. Now, we all know about, you know what though? I ain't even going to say just straight thoughts. Because a lot of women who are called thoughts and all of that, usually don't have a high account because they using men. They use it. Ladies, y'all know how some of those women do. They using that carrot of sex to get stuff out of the men. Because I understood the game coming up. I was taught on the streets. The game of the man is to get sex without paying money. The game of the woman is to get money without giving up sex. And I knew plenty of women good at that. I was like, wow. Oh, I got stories behind that one. I give it to him. I was like, you sit there, you be like, I told one time, she getting all this money from these guys. I was like, yeah, you know you're going to burn, right? She's like, yeah, I'll be all right. I'll make the big red guy do what I want him to do too. Just like, damn. Anyway, right? Wait a minute. I had to pause it for a second. Anyway. Yeah, so, honestly, the women, there's two types of women who get men just constantly. They got the men. Like I say, it's not the thought. Believe it or not, people think it is. It's not. Two women. It's the easy girl. Now, the easy girl is just receptive and stuff. And she might not even be, super attractive and stuff, but she's just receptive. Like, I talk about select and non-select. The average woman's select group is roughly about, even though people say 80-20, it's closer to, the average is like 40-60. It really is. It really is. And, I'll have to get in arguments with men about that. And y'all know it too. Y'all ain't that picky. And plus, every woman got their own thing. For the easy girl, her select is like 80 to 90%. Basically, all the guy had to do was say hi to him. Okay, so that's one. They make it easy. They give up the easy sex, regardless of how they look and stuff. All right. I ain't promoting that one for y'all. I'm not promoting that one. Because that'll mess you up. Most men are funny if y'all got a high body count, so I'm not even promoting that. But the second one, I promote this to ladies. And I addressed it even in my book, Finding the Right Man, for y'all ladies. Bring him peace. And I'm serious. Bring him peace. Put his mind at ease. Be a peaceful woman for him to be around. I'm going to tell you how powerful that is. See, understand something. I've said this before, and it's based on some deeper, I would say, metaphysical principles. Because I've said several times, a man makes love to a woman's body, but a woman makes love to a man's mind. If y'all learn to put a man's mind at ease, you can beat out that thought. You can beat out that diva, that beauty queen, that dime. And you might just be a plain Jane yourself. Seriously. And I've peeped that for years. The woman's peaceful. It's something about them. I remember when I was in school at American. And I went out with this young lady, and you know, anybody follow me on my men's channel know I'm real funny about spending money on a woman, on a date, especially if I hadn't had sex with her, right? Especially if I hadn't had sex with her. That's just how I am. Y'all can say it's right or wrong, that's me. But there was a period I would spend money on women, but even then, it wouldn't be just for her. It's like I get a ticket to go to someplace, might take her to dinner someplace I want to eat. There was one woman. I never forget it. She was the sweetest. She wasn't the most prettiest either. But yet you had dudes who other men would call like Chads and Tyrones who saw something in her. Like she really wasn't the prettiest. She wasn't the prettiest. She didn't dress real provocative. But she had everybody said it was something about her. It was the whole peace thing. Now, I remember, and this is in like 1980s dollars, I went out with her, spent $100. You know, I think the equivalent now probably would be about $500. You know, that's also back when a luxury apartment was about $300. So understand that was a lot of money. Thing is, I didn't have any problem with it. I had zero problem with it. And all I got was a kiss on the cheek, and I still count that as one of my best dates ever. And I thought about it. I said, you know what? She was just peaceful the whole time. That's how powerful it is. Because even back then when I was spending money, like taking a woman on a date, I expected some 90 afterwards. I ain't gonna lie, I'm serious. I expected some 90. You know, I expected something. You better slap me down some. Shoot, give me a good tight hug. But all she gave me was a nice kiss on the cheek, and it wasn't even like a romantic kiss, slow. It was like more like a Chad, she kissing her brother type of thing. And I was good with it because the whole time she was peaceful. Ladies, seriously, peaceful. And in fact, I've known several other women who, even men, they like, you know how we use the number system. Men would rate these women like 4 to 5. Not even a 6, like 4 to 5. Because the women, they were like, they didn't fix up. One did have a killer ass body. She did, but she didn't really highlight it. She didn't highlight it. She really didn't. Like she never highlighted it or anything like that. And I hooked up with her, but oh my God. But if you saw her now, you wouldn't, she didn't give off that impression how she carried herself, but she was extremely peaceful. Like she would just be quiet. She was like, she had a very calming presence. Like you could just hang out with her and just sit there and just chill with her and stuff. She had guys lined up. Cause I said me and her hooked up, but it was kind of one of those things. Yeah, if we had nothing else to do, we hook up, but then we freely dated other people, right? And I would even ask her, I said, shoot, how many guys trying to holler at you? She'd be like, guys just approach her wherever she was and stuff. And other guys would actually propose to her and stuff. She got several proposals. It got to the point I would just say to her, oh, has dude proposed yet? She said, no, it's coming. Then he'll propose to her. But I noticed she was very peaceful. Another woman like that, I mean, honestly, guys would probably rate her a 4. Rate her a 4. Facially, body-wise, it slightly below average on a pure physical thing. She had guys lined up. Like literally lined up. But she was so peaceful. If you can bring peace to a man's mind, that's a powerful thing. And it's something, and here's the thing with it. It ain't going to happen right away. Unless you just drop dead gorgeous like that, it ain't going to happen right away. But it's usually the women in position to get to know a guy, or they could be out, but just give off that peaceful vibe. Men would respond. Ladies, I'm serious. Because, see, one of the problems many women do, they get into that nag the man or are constantly arguing with them or something like that. Not stroking his ego, not saying, hey, you got this, stuff like that. That puts a man's mind at peace. Ladies, here's some game for you. You put that man's mind at peace. He's very suggestible. He's very suggestible. You don't have to ask him to take you to dinner or spend money. He'll do it even if you don't want it. You don't even have to ask. You know, if you're living with him, you don't have to ask him to paint the living room or anything. He'll keep it clean. Because at a deep level, all men want to chill. But see, too many women, y'all upset a man mentally. You questioning stuff. Like there was one woman I dealt with. The sex was great. The sex was the bomb. But she questioned every single thing I would do or even say. And it was just like, you know what? This is crazy. It was like unnecessary too. Like every single thing. Come on now. So it was like, nah, yeah. So seriously, bring him peace. I'm gonna tell you what. But in order to bring him peace, you gotta be at peace with yourself. Okay? And just having a peaceful aura, how you carry yourself. I don't care as long as you ain't just totally busted. And I think it was Gloria Vanderbilt who said an ugly woman is a lazy woman. Unless you just totally busted, you're gonna attract a guy to you, and even a decent guy, even a guy who someone might call very attractive, because even they want that peacefulness. It's just our nature. See, the feminine energy. The feminine nature at its core is peaceful. It's like a peaceful garden. All men want that, even if they don't realize they want it. And they might not realize they want it because they haven't encountered it. They used to like dealing with just women just constantly keeping stuff going. Like, nagging, stuff like that. You give that man peace. Give him peace. And trust me, you get 4 or 5 men. Seriously, because every single one of those women, every single woman I've ever met, everyone who could bring a man peace, had that peaceful vibe, always had men lined up. Lined up. And this is regardless of what she looked like. I never failed. So, ladies, use that. Give him some peace. Give him some peace. I have not seen it fail. I have not seen it fail. Every single woman has done that. At the minimum, they had the respect of the men around them. I'm saying at the minimum. Even if they weren't, for whatever reason, the guy didn't want to get with her, they always respected her at least. Give him peace, ladies. Anyway, that's all I have for now. Get back with y'all later. Peace and blessings.